Do you know how many separate assets you guys have actually created? Do you want to take a guess?
I'm going to say 725.
There's 931
Nice.
separate assets that we have.
Man, we got to get to 1,000. What are we going to do?
I know, you only need 69 more.
What's
Hey-o.
Yeah, hey, ho, hey.
Hey.
Wow, they're going to see my baby fridge and be like, this guy has a baby fridge? How you doing?
Oh, hi.
What a surprise. Come on in. Walk this way. My name is Luke Harrington, Illustrium, and I am an illustrator at Proof. Primarily, it means that I'm one of the artists who works on Mythics. Colin had been spreading rumors about my death.
Flashback.
As you can tell, he's no longer with us.
I'm coming for you, Colin. I'm coming for you, and I'm alive.
This is where the magic happens.
Oh, the magic. The hoodie layer, this is the kind of thing we want to see, like, how does the mask sit? And I can see right here, the ears poking up over the top. So we made the cool masks, we're all very happy with it. And the mask is a problem. So I guess I'd like to introduce Ryan. He is our director of engineering. As the art team kind of wrapped up the art, we knew that it had to be compiled and made into a collection so that we can kind of get more eyes on it, find the things that aren't working.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun working with you guys. Each mythic is randomly generated from a set of traits that are all based on the assets that the artist made. And for each attribute, such as, let's say, like the base of it, the wing, headwear, etc., we pick a random trait, and then we assign it to that slot. But in that process, there's a lot of combinations that do not work with each other. And so we have this concept of filtering that allows us to control exactly what traits are picked in the final mythic.
But then there's the other side of it of getting excited about an idea, like what if this bird as a set exists, which happens a lot with the bodies or body-specific traits. And those do have to go together. So although we kind of just hand them all off in these separate pieces, being able to communicate that to you and have you kind of ensure it's working out correctly has been really invaluable. I think Eli asked me, he said, it'll be perfect in the final thing, right? And I'm like, perfect? What is, perfect? I don't know. We did, we are humans, so.
So this is part of the code that defines all of the rules that in some cases absolutely paired together and some cases are not paired together. I go way down the list here. We have the must not pair list. Whenever you assign this one specific trait to this mythic that we're generating, none of these other traits can also be assigned to that mythic. And so to explain or show how this works, what I'm going to do is generate a really little collection of 10 mythics. And now when I go in to view our outputs, here's our 10 mythics that we just generated. So this is a really cool one. It's got a mask, but the ones I really want to focus on right now are these ones with what we call outerwear. So here's one with a hoodie, there's another one with a hoodie, and then another one with a hoodie. So we have these three really cool looking mythics that all have these hoodies, and a really important filtering rule that comes with outerwear is that we cannot pair any headwear or hats. And to show how that works, I'm going to scroll down here. This rule right here is the one that is preventing all of the hats and stuff from not being put onto a mythic with any outerwear. So I'm going to disable this. I'm going to rerun the exact same 10 mythics that we just did. And you can see they're kind of popping out here. And so now when we look at this, this is what happens. We've got a hat on this hoodie, and you can see clearly, this doesn't line up here. It's like going inside the brim's like going inside the hoodie. It doesn't look right. Here's another example. You can see the same thing going on. Here's a crazy one. This is a really cool one. It's a helmet that is supposed to fit around the entire head of the mythic, but here we've got like a little ear poking out of the hoodie and everything. So there's hundreds of these rules that we've created over many, many iterations.
We got excited about a lot of stuff, and then when we implemented it and Ryan showed it to us, we realized a few things that were near and dear to us were not going to work. One of them being, and this is a big one, is the skelly birds. So I had drawn this full skeleton, skeleton arms and all the postures, full skeleton rib cage and skeleton head. But it didn't look right with the eyes that we had in the collection. So I started to make kind of eyes that were just for Skelly. And then also the clothing didn't really fit. Anything that was behind something, the skeleton reveals what's behind the bird. So if there was a backpack and we only draw that corner of it, because that's all that's showing, suddenly it reveals that there is no rest of it. So we actually killed that fairly recently.
One attribute that jumps out to me a lot is the magic attributes. The magic attribute is a really, really cool one, and there's a couple of different variations of it. But what makes it really cool is that it kind of wraps around the mythic body, and in doing so, it can become really tricky because you have to simultaneously have one flat layer that is both in front of and appears to be behind the mythic.
Hey man, thanks a lot for stopping by and talking DNP with us here. I guess we got a lot of work to do still, so let's get after it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's been great, and let's go do it.